Hey guys, and welcome back to Regrowth. I'm the Seven Swords, and in today's episode, we will be making progress. Now, as I said off camera, I did make progress. As you can see, we now have 6 more furnaces. Probably never going to need them, but that makes 9. 8's a good number because then you have a stack's worth of cooking and stuff like that. But another thing that happened off camera, I got to kill a creeper. I was actually glad that it showed up for the first time in forever. The creeper shows up and somebody goes, "I'm glad it showed up," because that actually told me that we were getting mobs. For a while I didn't think we were getting mobs because I still was not seeing many. I saw a couple of them, but I wasn't seeing very many. I was like, why is my spawn rate so down? I also got a head. I only killed 2 creepers and got a head from it. That must be a sign. I also replaced all the dirt out here in the water troughs with garden soil. We have been slowly making our way up to enough garden soil that I'm going to have enough to do all the farming that I want to do. We're going to need a lot more though. This is nowhere near enough. You end up using tons of garden soil for this because you want to have farms for everything, and I'm going to have farms for everything even though I have Project D. Because I'm going to show you guys how I would build my base even if I didn't have Project D. It would just take lots more time off camera, lots more work on my point, and I don't think anybody needs to have that in their lives. As you can see, I have all these seeds down here. As you remember in the last episode when we were growing seeds, we had carrot, seed, potato, and belladonna, all in rows. So if I put them in the box like this, well, when we merged these two, we got sugarcane, and when we merged these two, we got mandrake. I got the mandrake off camera. You guys saw how I got sugarcane. I showed you how I was going to get mandrake. I didn't think you guys wanted to see the mandrake actually formed. So now I have these 6 seeds from our 4 to now 6. You're seeing the progression of regrowth and its seed count. Today we're going to be getting the next thing. Also off camera because I forgot I was recording this because my brain still is trying to wrap itself around recording even though I've been doing it for a while, for like 2 weeks now. And I've been making several videos, but a couple of them they didn't go up because I tried to record Regrowth once already, and it did not, and the recording failed, so you guys didn't get that. But I accidentally claimed the not Farmville 3, but we had to make crop sticks, then we had to make these. We got a little bit of geneticist and bone meal. So next, we unlock knowledge, which gives us the Lexicopitania. Oh crap! No, bad Skelly. We need to get a Lexicopitania. We will be doing this eventually, but I think if I remember correctly, does it still? That's a plastic bag that was in my way. If we look at the Lexicopitania, no, it does need a flower. I forgot that they did change that part of the recipe also. They make it to where it just needs paper and a flower. We will be getting Lexicopitania today. Feeling seedy? We'll be getting this today. This is the device I said I needed because if we go in here, we look at this, we're like, we got multiples of these. They're probably 10-10-10s, but how do we know? This will help, the seed analyzer. I'll show, there's a couple of things you do with this, and it also gives us the agricultural journal. Very useful, but we'll find out about that later. And then Mutandis. For those of you from Witchery, you're sitting here going, you don't have iron, you can't make a cauldron, which means you can't make Mutandis. Or can we? I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But we're going to need a couple more things before I can do this. But seed analyzer. So I'm not even going to need to look up the recipe because I already know what it is. I've made the seed analyzer several times before, and I want to make it a fancy one, even though there's no difference. I just want to make it fancy because I'm going to build it out of fancy material. I also should have probably done making glass off camera because everyone knows how to make glass. If you don't, put a piece of sand with something burnable in a furnace, and it goes through the process. If you do sticks, it takes 2 sticks for 1 sand. It takes 2 sticks for everything. You get a piece of glass. All right, so next we take this glass. You can see it. If you didn't have this, then you would use your sand that you've been gaining from doing crack sand and do that instead. Next, put 6 of them together like this. You get panes. It's a real pain to get 6 of them because 16 of them because they don't have any MC value and there's nothing to do with them next except for putting them in the world. Some kind of stone slab. Can be cobblestone, can be a whole bunch of different stones. I'm not really sure what all the possibilities are. You can always look in the NEI if you need to. A slab of wood, 2 wooden planks, 3 sticks, and you get your seed analyzer. Pull it out. Now we have a seed analyzer, which I'm going to go and put here. It's going to be floating for a while until I get a hopper so that it pulls the seeds directly out. Then I can just put a hopper into it and then put the chest with the seeds that I want it to analyze, and it'll automatically analyze everything. Next thing you want to do before you put anything in this, claim the quest. So we get 2 machinists and 5 geneticists, and then the agricultural journal. If we open this up, agricultural journal. I have no idea what this says because I've never read it. Put it in here. Then you can open it up with this. I love that little addition. That's awesome. But next, what we're going to do is we take our seeds out, put these in here. It goes through this. Now it says 10, 10, 10s. Oh wow. Now we open this up, go to the next page. Now we get this. This will not happen unless the agricultural journal is in here when you put the seed in. So you must put the seed in. Make sure you do, because this is extremely useful. First we have wheat. First we have a picture of the seed, what it's called, seeds. Information. Wheat is very common, but very nutritious crop. Oh wow. It's a tier 1. It's a brightness range of above the light level. This will tell you what light level it needs to grow. What does it produce? You get wheat in its growth stages. These are all the stages you'll see on Minecraft. Very useful page. This is more useful though. So if I take this out and I put this in here, let's take carrot next. We'll skip sugarcane for now. We now have 10, 10, 10 sugar, 10, 10, 10 carrot. Oh, here's the carrot page. It says carrot seeds. Carrot is a vegetable suited for many diets. Again, same as wheat level. Its fruits are, well, produces carrots. Technically it's a vegetable. I think this should be like, I guess this would be like fruits of your labor, not really fruits. It's tier 1, carrot, and its growth stages. But what's this? Seed plus seeds plus carrots equals something. What does that mean? Well, I guess some of you can probably guess that, but if I put the sugarcane in here next, seed plus carrot equals sugarcane. Oh, that's useful. Now as we can see, sand. This is the block type it must grow on. You cannot grow this on dirt in AgriCraft. Usually reeds only grow near water, but agriculturally should be able to mutate this plant and into growing about anywhere. I think once you do this, it can grow anywhere. Now it's seeds with sugarcane, but what does it make? We'll find out later. Put potatoes in here. Put mandrake in here next because I want to see something. Because I don't know if this is going to do what I think it's going to do. If I open this up and we go to no, it doesn't. I was wondering about that. It does not show you that this can be made through through belladonna. You have to have had belladonna in there. Open that, finish that up, place that in there. Now, if we open this up, we can go in here and be like, mandrake with belladonna will make something, potato with carrot will make something, mandrake with belladonna will make something, potato with carrot will make something, seed with wheat, sugarcane will make something, and again, seed with wheat, sugarcane with wheat will make something. So, that's all well and good. And what this also will make us be able to do is now we can make sure we get every single mutation possible. Means every single plant possible, means all more resources, means everything. But, if we open the quest book, now that we've completed those, we've opened a couple more things. The encoding of the world, if you open that up, we get this sifty business. Grasshopper bait, what? We'll get back to this in a second. I don't know how much I'm going to do of this. This contains a lot of the stuff I don't quite understand. I may try to figure it out. I may watch some off-camera videos, see if I can figure out what's going on, but we'll see. But the life of the world, very important. Always does that for some reason. So we see that this is a bunch of different seeds, and this is completely blank. This will fill out with something else. Plants on this side, what's on this side? But on this side, we have pumpkin seeds, barley seeds, and artichoke seeds. Now, for these seeds on this right side, the ones that are highlighted, we can make. If you have these highlighted, you can make them right now. Then they'll go into something else that you need, and something else that you need, and something else that you need, and something else you need. We're going to be doing this later. I'll probably do a lot of this off camera. I will show you guys what's going on. I will update you guys on the progress of it every once in a while. But what the world embraces, we get this, but it's locked. Not really sure what this is, and I've never used it. But I remember hearing that it's basically an OCD's best friend. What the world teaches, still nothing. I don't remember when that unlocks, but I know what's in there. But next, let's move towards. Let's get a Lexicopitania. So to get a Lexicopitania in this mod, at least, we're gonna run out here. Check our chest. We have a lot of different seed and flowers, but looking at it, pink and lime green are the two I have the most. Nope, I have more purple. I was about to say I was going to decide between two of them, but we have purple, so we're good. Also, in the last episode, I said I was going to make something. I'm going to make it right now. We're going to take a break, make it right now so you guys can see it. So if you take slabs, put them like this, you can get a bowl. The bowl's back in here. Then put the bowl with an oak wood plank above it and one stick here. You get a mortar and pestle. I told you guys about this in the last one. Now, gonna make the Lexicopitania real quick. So put the sugar cane in a line. Get paper. Take the paper, put it with the flour, and you get a Lexicopitania. Now, for the mortar and pestle, for what the mortar and pestle does. If you're not using Project E, if you're not using Project E like I am, because you're playing legitly and you don't want to cheat. I am cheating, I will admit it, but I like cheating. You go down to use, oh wait, we're going to need two, so we're going to use two of these. I like the pink ones. Pink is actually one of my favorite colors. Yes, I am a guy. Yes, I like pink. Get over it. But you put a lime green, you can do this with any 4 petals. Same color, different colors. Put them like this. Oh wait, no. Put them like this. You get lime green powder and purple green powder. These can be used as dyes, but they have a more useful sequence if you don't have Project E. Take a single bone meal, so get a skeleton farm running. Usually you want to set up near a skeleton spawner, but since I have Project E, I'm not needing it. Put a bone meal with 4 of any of the powders. They can all be different colors, they can all be the same color, doesn't matter. And you get a floral fertilizer. Now, for those of you that can do math, a floral fertilizer put onto a dirt area will produce up to 4 flowers. It will always attempt to make 4. Sometimes it will make 3, but it usually attempts to make 4. You only need 2 flowers to make floral fertilizer. You see now that you can gain floral fertilizer. If you're willing to sit there and you have enough bone meal, you can get it. If you don't have a skelly spawner, don't worry. Wait. Get as much bone meal, get as much fertilizer as you need, but wait. We're going to unlock something later that's going to help with bone meal. Now we gotta do one that I feel like this should be a little bit further down, or this should be a little different. Mutandis. If we go into Mutandis, if we go into any eye, and we go into Mutandis, a lot of recipes have changed. Normally you click on this and you would get a cauldron recipe. You don't in this. You get green, mandrake, bone meal, and wood ash. So, I've been keeping the mandrakes because they're not EMCable, and if you compost them, then you're losing them, and I don't want to lose them. So, go to your supply of bone meal, and then I'm going to do something that I don't want to do because I would rather wait till I get the resource I normally use for this. But since I don't want to wait, we're going to do this now. I'm sorry, green flowers, but I need you. You can gain green dye a lot of different ways in this pack. You can gain it by going and finding to the ocean, which is in that direction for me, or it's actually in all directions because that's how cool Regrowth is. It's actually got oceans. But you can go get dried kelp from the ocean. You can go get you can do the green this thing, or you can mutate your way up to cactus. I usually mutate up to cactus, but I don't want to do that on camera, and I would rather keep moving forward. So, take wood ash, 4 corners, mandrakes on the side, green top and bottom, and you get Mutandis. We got 21 Mutandis out of that. Now, it does not have an EMC value. Don't want it to have an EMC value, actually, because then it would make it way too easy to get it. I could probably give it an EMC value if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because, like I said, it's not a bad thing it doesn't have an EMC value. So next you want to do is go into here, grab some bone meal. The super crafting frame is another good one. Fill your chest up with bone meal, and fill your chest with all the ingredients you need, and you'll be able to make Mutandis like crazy. You also need Mutandis later, but I'll explain that later. Alright, so I click on this, nothing happens. I forgot about this actually. That's because it's not grass. And you need this, and you need the grasslings. That's where this pasture seed comes in handy, and I want more dirt if I'm going to do this so early. I wasn't planning on doing this until I was going to start working on actually making the place look pretty, but we're going to do some mining. A couple of things I mentioned. Well, I mentioned things in the last episode. I forgot what I was going to talk about. Crap. Well, fine. Okay, so what we're going to talk about then is what I plan on doing for the future for this Regrowth series. I want to build a village. First, it's going to be a village, then it might turn into a city, might turn into an empire, might turn into a country. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. But we're going to need a couple of different things to do that. I'm going to need citizens, so villagers. I'm going to need some kind of understanding of like how the place works. So I will have gardens. That was one thing I wanted to mention. I will have gardens in this. I will have areas set up to produce resources, even though Project E will take care of most of that, and it wouldn't be necessary. I don't care. I like having gardens. I like having it look like the place can run without Project E, because it should be able to run without Project E. There's going to be a couple of mods I'm going to try to play with that I've never played with before, because I avoided them because I didn't need them. The B mod is one of them. I've always tried to understand the B mod, never really got into it. I kind of understand the basics of it, but that's about it. I'm going to go into what I know, and then I'm going to try and get it a little bit further. So you guys will be able to see what I know up to the point that I know, and then you guys will be able to see what I'm going to have to try and learn. For those of you out there who are bee experts, feel free to leave comments in this section. Feel free to leave comments down below. If you are also a YouTuber and you make videos, feel free to leave a link to your channel down below. I will look at it. I'll watch your video. If it's very helpful, I'll give you a shout out. If it's not helpful, I'll give you a shout out. I'll give you a shout out no matter what happens, if I remember to. So, now that we have this area cleared, we can now put this down. Also, something else I found out off camera, this is the first time I've ever learned that I've ever noticed this. If you use a shovel on a diggable resource, it actually digs it faster than just the mattock, even though the mattock counts as a shovel. It still digs it faster for just being a shovel instead of the mattock. Kind of makes sense, I guess. It's more specific to it, so it's more designed for it. A friend of mine, actually, we were talking about it as I was digging. I was like, why is it that a shovel can't dig through sand normally as quickly? And he goes, it's all grainy instead of dirt, which clumps together. And I'm like, really? You have to actually get into the explanation of it and make it logical. But it's almost done. Sorry if I stop talking. I actually like the sound of placing blocks. It's actually quite soothing. I don't know why. So, you take your pasture seed, go near the middle, or as close to middle as you can get. This isn't really middle, but and click. Right click with it. Suddenly, grass springs up like crazy. That's what the pasture seed does in this. It'll give you grass. So, get pasture seeds, or we'll be able to make them later. I'll show you guys how to do that later when it comes up. But, for now, bone meal. Hit right click on the plant, and it changes it into something else. Do it again, and again, and again, and again. Here we go. That's a tree. That's a tree. Not the tree I want. There's a dark oak. I like those trees. It's a jungle. Don't know what that one is. Can't remember. Don't feel like we're looking away. Poppies! Always collect one of each. I always like collecting one of each of the dandelion poppy and stuff like that. Ooh, that's a witchery special. Oh, we didn't get the 4 saplings. So, if we look into this, I can claim bone meal. Not bone meal, mutandis. Don't claim the bone meal. Claim the mutandis. It's more useful. Really? This mod hates me. Gonna have to do some more making of mutandis and stuff like that. Might do it off camera. Might do it on camera. Might run out of things I can do. And I forgot to look at when I started. That's fine. I have an idea. Okay, so put all the saplings in here. And the flowers. Go into here. Dark oak. Now, use sap. You need 4 of any sapling. It does not matter which. I picked dark oak because I like dark oak. Now, we're also going to get a champion's idol scroll. I'll explain what this is in a minute. 2 geneticists, and we get to pick 1 of the vanilla saplings. Yeah, oak. I don't like the way jungle look. I don't like the way birch looks. I'm not a huge fan of spruce. I like spruce, but I can wait. And jungle is, well, I have a jungle sapling. Okay. Flower power. Yay, flower power. Next fun bit. Oak saplings. There we go. So, now we have wood. Several different types of wood, too. Glorious. I don't remember if you need 4 or not. I know it's a 4 base sapling, but I can't remember. A 4 base tree, but I can't remember if you need 4. So, another thing that you noticed was, I got this, and I didn't touch it. Because if you break that with your hand, you won't keep it. It will be destroyed. It needs to be sheared. Which I don't remember if... can I make wooden shears in this? I highly doubt it. That'd be convenient. Nope. See what it takes to make shears. I'm showing my stupidity here. Really? That's how you spell shears. So, iron, dark matter. Nowhere close to any of these. Nope. Nope. And nope. Alright, so we gotta wait. I may break that and just let it go because personally we don't need it. Which, it's funny I say let it go. It's a Frozen reference for a plant that doesn't, that's almost the exact opposite of fire. Oh, opposite of freezing. It's burning. Ow, hot. Get rid of you. Then break this one, please. Look at a seed. Yay. It's a 1/1/1, so it's useless, but it's EMC value. Or if you're not playing with EMC again, you can always compost it. It's up to you. It's really up to you what you do with it. You can throw it on the ground and leave it. Zombie! Oh, poor aspects. Well, what are we gonna do next? Let's go get some bone meal and make some wood. Wood's useful. So, bone meal. See, now this is why I have EMC. I have infinite bone meal to get infinite tree. Then I can break infinite tree down. Gives me wood. I can then put wood. We got wood! We got the first achievement! And we got... Oh, I think I also got the taking inventory, but I don't think you guys were here for that one. But, we got wood! Yay! Took so long, 3rd episode, and I just got wood. I'm a bad Minecrafter! So bad, because I'm Innocent until proven innocent in a court of innocence. Back to work. So, the next thing we gotta do is, I already have charcoal. I was gonna make some charcoal, so I got charcoal, but I already have charcoal. Okay, flower power, Bell Apothecary. We're gonna make a bath. We're gonna make a bird bath because we want birds. No, I wish it got you birds. That'd be so cool. That doesn't give you birds. I want birds. I want animals. We're gonna get animals back eventually, but we're not gonna have any right now. Not for a while. It's gonna be a very lonely world. I almost thought about setting up shop with a hobgoblin just so I had some company. Now I'm trying to remember what one of the Let's Players I watched called the sheep that moved in with him. If you know, write it in the comment section below. Bliss or something like that? I don't know. You know them, and if you know the Let's Player I'm referencing, you get a YouTube cookie. Or you get my version of a YouTube cookie, which is me saying you get a YouTube cookie. I don't actually give you a YouTube cookie because I don't know if that's a thing. And I don't know how to do it if it is. So, come over here, place, or go wherever you're going to place this. Place your Bell Apothecary down, put some water in it. Now, next thing it wants us to do is Purity Defined. Make a pure daisy. Take 2 whites. It has to be 4 white. Put them like that. And if you're like me and you forgot what you were doing, go fight a skeleton. Once you remember what you were doing, I didn't actually forget. I just saw the skeleton. But if you forgot what you were doing, you need seed. Go back into your house, get some seed. Run over to the... I'm a dirty cheater for using Project E. Everyone's gonna hate me. That doesn't matter. Run over here. In the petal apothecary, put your petals. Now it says it'll make a. Now if it pops up, 4 petals equals daisy plus seed. Seed, daisy. All right, so got a daisy. Over here, place you. Should put a back door just so I can get in my house easier. Half tempted just to break the wall. Probably should have done this out front of the house instead of out behind it. Doesn't matter. Shows how I'm trying to hit the keys without looking at the keyboard and hitting the key right next to it. Because I'm a genius. It's alive! Living Rock and Living Wood. For those of you who have watched the 3 series I've done, Hubris, Tech Magic, and now Regrowth, you've seen me do this a lot. I love Botania. If it has Botania in it, I would probably play it. That's another thing. If you know of a mod pack you'd like to see me play, but I haven't played it yet for reasons unknown, let me know. I would be happy to play it, especially if it has some of the mods I like. Kelly, don't shoot me. Ow. I told you not to do that. Ow, he did it again. How are you shooting me without facing me? He's a side shooter. He's a side shooter. Kill him. He's dead. Problem solved, I think. Maybe. Skeleton plus arrow equals pain. I don't know. I don't know what the problem was in the first place. I don't know how I solved it, but I solved it. Stupid arrow. If you break that block and the arrow falls, it'll actually do damage. It's really strange. I always thought it was odd. I always thought that it'd be interesting if somebody made a trap that would be like somebody shooting an arrow straight down into a block. Then that block is moved by a piston, causing all the arrows to fall and hit the person below it. I always thought that would be a funny kind of trap. You could do it like you could automate the trap with like a skeleton farm. Have the skeleton shooting straight down for reasons unknown. And then when you break it, they go. Oh, speaking of breaking, let's go break some wood. This is living wood. But as you saw, I put 8 wood around this. I didn't really explain what I was doing. That's a pure daisy. When it's surrounded by 8 wood, you get when it's surrounded by 8 wood, it forms into living wood. If you're surrounded by 8 stone, it does a lot of different things like this. If we actually go into Um, so, living stone is made from stone. If we click the recipes, we can get wood, living wood. You can make netherrack into cobble. This is so questionable. I guess you could, if you want to make a let's play that this is required, that'd be kind of cool. If you were like living in the nether, this would be really cool for being in the nether. I actually could have used this a couple years ago, but I don't know if this has been recently added or if I just didn't know about it. But I was trapped in the nether for a while, and this would have been really useful. Ice into packed ice, blaze lamps into obsidian, water into snow. This will be useful later. But for now, this is how you make your living wood, which we needed. We need 16 of it. We get 4 more pure daisies. We get 3 more pure daisies, which usually what I'll do is I'll put them in a group like this. Once you get the wand of equal trade, the wand focus of equal trade is extremely useful in this. But once you get the others, you can make a big area of it. Once you get the wand of equal trade, you can just trade it out with all the blocks that you want. So if you want more living rock, you can do stone. If you want more living wood, you can do wood. If you want more happiness, you can do sadness. It turns sadness into happiness. I don't know how though. I'm still trying to figure that out.